We're all good. So hopefully, I think if anybody just joined, please make your way onto your back using any supports you might want today. This class is a little more on the gentle side, so yeah, just settle in for an hour of treating your body to some stillness, some nice deep stretches, and just a little rest. Okay, a little pause in your maybe very busy Monday. I do hope that so far you've had a good day, but right now we're going to take a few moments to close our eyes and just drop inward. Okay, maybe start with taking a couple full deep breaths. Just check in with any sensations that you might have. Notice how you're feeling today. This is a beautiful time to just get to know you and how you are feeling right now. And sometimes our mind likes to attach thoughts with those sensations or feelings, and that's okay. Just drop yourself back into your body. Okay, again, take a deep breath in. Just let it go. If those big breaths are feeling good for you right now, feel free to continue with them. Okay, otherwise just come back to your natural breath. I'm going to read to you my short little quote for this afternoon, evening, kind of in between. Out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field. I will meet you there. I find quotes like that relevant, given the state of our blessed world right now. So I'm going to give you a few moments now, and I want you to use this time to maybe set yourself an intention. Who do you want to show up as for the rest of your Monday, or as this week unfolds? Okay, what kind of energy do you bring? The patience, the kindness, the love. Maybe right now you just want to soak up a little gratitude. Find something, a small piece of your day, or maybe a person, anything that allows you to fill with the gratitude, that you can feel it inside. Okay, and just take a few moments with whatever you choose right now. If you have any blankets or supports beneath you, I'll just get you to kind of gently take them off to the side. You can step both of your feet down onto your mat. You're going to reach your arms up towards the sky. Interlace your fingers here. Flip the palms up. And then see if you can reach them up towards the sky. Okay, feel your shoulder blades even lift up off your mat. And then slowly drop the arms down behind you. Okay, take a big inhale, and as you exhale, you're going to wrap your hands around your knees as you hug them into your belly, giving yourself a little squeeze. You can rock from side to side. And from here, step both feet down onto your mat. Take your arms out to the sides. You can place your palms up or down. Just gently allow the knees to drop to the left. Okay, and just let gravity take here. You can slide your gaze over the right shoulder if that's okay on your neck. We'll be here for just a few breaths. Gently draw everything back up to the center. And then we'll mindfully drop the knees to the right, taking our gaze over the left. Again, make your way back up through center. We're going to do that one more time each side. This time, if you want to take it a little deeper, you're going to draw the knees into your belly first, and then allow them to drop towards the left. Okay, that might just deepen this a little bit for you. You can even place that left hand on top of your right hip or knee to deepen the stretch a little bit more. Maybe take your gaze over that right shoulder. Gently release, draw the knees up through center. And again, you can keep the feet planted or keep the knees hugged in and then drop towards the right. Option to place that right hand on your hip or knee. Again, when you're ready, come back up through center. Step both of your feet down. And you're going to take your fingertips and find your low ribs. Okay? Once you find them, we're going to root into the feet here. We're going to tuck the tailbone and lift the hips. But we're only going to lift as far as so we can still keep the lower ribs on the mat. So we're not lifting up into a full bridge. We're kind of got a nice little low bridge where our hips are lifted, but most of our back is still rooted. Okay, and just place your palms down beside you once you're there. You're squeezing here and then slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, lower the hips. And then again, slowly curl back up. Just go back and forth here. So it's just a small curl, squeezing your glutes and then lower back down. Take your time as you just go back and forth here. It feels good to have that little bit of fire build. Hold at the top, okay? Lift and just pause. If your energy is a little lower today, maybe just find that flow of going up and down a little quicker. A little less time under tension. Okay, we'll do one more together. Again, if it serves you, pause here at the top. Keep breathing. And then we'll slowly lower. From here, cross the right foot over the left knee. And this is good. Stay here. Maybe use your right hand to press your knee away. Option to pull that left thigh in. Maybe even reach to the front of that left shin. You can explore in stillness or a little movement from side to side. Okay, you're gonna uncross that right foot, sorry, reach it up and hug the left knee into the belly. From here, use your right hand to gently guide this leg open towards the right. Maybe just an inch or two, maybe you're able to drop it a little further. And whatever serves you, and just pause there. Guide that leg back up through the center. Then we're going to step that right foot down onto the mat and cross the left foot over your knee. Okay, you can stay here with the first option, maybe just gently pressing that knee away. Option to reach behind that right leg and draw it in. Maybe even to the front of that shin. Explore. And when you're ready, uncross that foot, extend the leg up towards the sky, and draw the right knee in. Then use your left hand to guide this leg open just as far as is comfortable. Okay, maybe you take your hand behind the thigh, the knee, the calf, maybe you reach for the big toe. Lots of options to serve you. And then you're going to draw that left leg back up. Once it's reached the top, just hug it in. Keeping the knees together, place each hand on each knee and create 3 big circles going one direction. Nice and slow. And then the other direction. Okay, pause through center, give them one more little squeeze. And then we're gonna set both feet down onto the mat. Take a big reach out behind you. And then I want you to roll yourself onto your side, and I want you to just roll onto whichever side you can that faces the camera. Okay, we'll make sure that we do both sides, bending both knees here. We're gonna start with just taking your top leg, keeping the knee bent, just start to create some nice circles here. Okay, we'll get a little mobility in the hips. If you want, you can also kind of reach it a little further, grabbing a hold of the ankle. Okay, switch direction. Okay, then allow that leg to just stack, knees bent. Take your top arm, reach it out in front of you. We're gonna create a little rainbow here. So you're gonna slide the fingertips up, keeping your torso where it is, let that arm drop out behind you. Okay, so you're not kind of reaching it, you're just letting that shoulder open. Then slowly bring it back around, all the way to the front. And just find that flow back and forth, your own pace. Okay, next time that your arm is reaching out behind you, we're just gonna find a little stillness here. Nice opening of the front of the shoulder. Maybe a stretch along the shoulder blade on the back. When you're ready, slowly reach it back in front. Just place that hand down in front of you for a little extra support. We're going to do a little more mobility. This time we're going to straighten the leg, hover it above your mat, and start to create circles. So swing the leg forward and then open it up. Okay, and you can make these circles as big or small as you'd like them. Okay, so you can keep them nice and small, or see if you can reach and make them a little bigger. Notice how my torso is just staying stable here. I'm not kind of rolling around. Having this bottom knee bent helps for that balance. Okay, pause as the leg is swinging out in front, and then switch direction.
She said, "Hello, mister. Pleased to meet you."
Okay, one more big circle. Okay, then stretch that leg out in front of you, let it drop. And then from here, we're gonna slowly start to lower onto the back. Take that top arm, reach it out to the side, and you can use the bottom arm to place the hand on the hip or maybe the knee to help deepen the stretch. And again, if it's available to you, you might want to take your gaze over the right shoulder. You're going to slowly make your way back onto your side. Press into your mat, lift your torso. With your bottom leg, you're going to pull that foot so it's about level with your knee. Square your chest over that knee, and then just round forward. You might want to explore with kind of extending that leg out a little bit more or keeping it drawn in. You'll find there will be a spot that feels a little better for you. This could be a little intense on the outer hip.
Gonna hold you, gonna kiss you in my arms.
you're ready, press into your mat, lift the torso. Take both hands down behind you and just move through a few windshield wipers. Okay, now the next time that your knees drop down to their kind of original start place, roll yourself right onto that hip, swing that top arm, option to lift the hips. And then as you soften down, we're going to bring the soles of the feet together. And just bring your palms to your ankles or your feet. And we're just going to tuck the chin and allow your head to mindfully roll from side to side. As you stretch these areas of the body, the neck, the shoulders, the hips, I want you to relish in doing that for yourself. Your body needs this. So relish in taking this time for you and doing something good. Okay, bring the head through center. Start to just create some big circles with the shoulders. Keep breathing. Feel free to switch directions if you haven't. Then we're going to drop the shoulders, sit up nice and tall, take a big inhale. And then as you exhale, chest leading, just reach forward. Okay. You can stay through center or gently sway from side to side. And slowly start to uncurl. Now you're going to roll yourself onto the opposite side, okay? And we're going to come all the way down onto the side that we haven't quite finished yet. Okay, so I started on my left, now I'm on my right. Okay, so start with keeping the knees bent. You can just let your head rest in your bottom hand or in the crevice of your elbow. And then draw that knee in and just start to create your circles. Okay, you decide again how big you make them. Your hips will also decide how big you make them. If you want to grab a hold of the ankle, get a little quad stretch. Within this, please feel free. Okay, switch direction if you haven't. If your circles do not feel smooth, I am with you. These are not smooth, perfect circles. They are very, very not smooth. Can't think of the word. My brain is a little fried today. Okay, you're gonna pause here. Let your knees just rest on top of one another. Let your head rest on your bottom arm. And you're gonna take that top arm, reach it out in front of you and start to create those rainbows. So slide the fingertips up. Keep the torso rooted as you just open that shoulder, reach the arm out behind you. And then come all the way back through. Again, find your flow here, find your own pace. If there's an area that feels extra tight, you can hold there. Okay, and the next time that your arm is dropped out behind you, we're maybe going to hold there for a few seconds longer, breathing into it. Try to find that sweet spot that feels hopefully like really nice. And then slowly bring that arm all the way back around. And just place it down in front of you. Straighten that top leg out, and then start to create your circles. It doesn't really matter which direction you go to start with, because we'll go both directions. But just check in here. This side might feel a little better, or maybe it might be a little tighter, and that's okay. We don't need to tie judgment to that. Just awareness. The next time that your leg is extended out, switch direction. Hopefully you're feeling a little fire in the outer hip here. Maybe a little on the inside of the thigh as well. One more. Then we're going to let that leg drop out in front and hold there. And we're going to slowly start to let the torso drop down. Bending your top arm off to the side. Take your bottom arm to the hip or the knee. Okay, and just hold here. Adjust however you need to find a little stillness here. Okay, slowly make your way back onto your side, bending both knees. Press into your mat, come all the way up. Okay, so sliding the bottom kind of shin out. Square your chest over that knee, and again, if you want to explore with kind of kicking that foot out a little bit, please do. Otherwise, keep it a little closer in. Square the chest and then just round forward. Okay, breathe wherever you are. When you find yourself ready, press into your palms. Take both hands behind you, move through a few windshield wipers back and forth. And then as you roll back onto that same hip, swing that top arm up, option to lift the hips. And soften down. You can extend both of your legs out this time. Okay, we're going to draw the right knee in. Step it over. Just take a couple moments here, sitting up nice and tall, drawing it in. Okay. If it's available to you, you might want to explore with tucking, tucking that other heel to the outside of your hip. Now, if you come here and you find that you're on an angle like this, I want you to just keep that bottom leg extended. But if both sit bones are rooted, okay, then just stay here. If you'd like to find a little twist, take a big inhale, and as you exhale, twist towards your right. As you come through center, cartwheel that back hand all the way around and twist towards your left. You might even kind of roll onto that left hip. And as you come back through center, you could just, if this is feeling good, stay right here. Okay, and even if your bottom leg is extended, another option is to let this top knee kind of drop towards the bottom leg. So again, even if your leg is straight, you can be here or just stay up high. And maybe you find yourself somewhere with me if your hips allow it. And wherever you find yourself, just explore. Okay, and that can be in stillness. You can explore your stillness. You can close your eyes and just breathe. You know, our hips can hold a lot of tension, so we're going to just breathe here for a little bit. Lifting the torso, we're going to unthread your legs, straighten them out. Take a big reach up. As you exhale, reach towards your toes. Soften into it. Feel free to bend the knees, drawing them in towards your chest, and then round. Let your head drop. As you uncurl, pull the left knee with you and step that left foot over. Okay, again, you sit up nice and tall, find a nice seat here. We have the same options here, so this might be where you want to stay. You might have the option to wrap that foot around your outer hip. And if both sit bones are square, feel free to stay. And if you want to find a gentle twist, take a big inhale, and on your exhale, twist towards your left. As you release, plant your right hand, swing that left arm over, and roll yourself right onto that right hip. Okay, as you find a nice reach here. Come back through center. So again, even if this bottom leg is extended out in front of you, you can stay right here, or you can explore with dropping that top knee down. And just explore here. Okay, maybe staying with your stillness. moving, creating circles, forward folding. Again, whatever serves you is going to look different for all of us. Okay? As long as you are honoring what your body needs today, that's all we hope for in this practice.
Illuminate the nose on their vacancy signs. If there's no one beside you when your soul embarks, then I'll follow you into the dark. Catholic school as vicious as Roman rule. I got my knuckles bruised by a lady in black. I held my tongue as she told me, son, fear is the heart of love. So I never
Pressing
went
into your
back.
mat, sitting up nice and tall. We're going to unwind the legs. This time we're going to take them nice and wide. Okay, again, this is going to look different for everybody. So maybe your V is a little more narrow. Maybe it's a little more wide. Okay, but just you can sit up tall and just walk the fingertips forward. Okay, and if you're feeling a stretch right here, just breathe. Close your eyes. You can explore from side to side or stay through stillness. And if it's available to you, take a big breath in, and then on your exhale, chest leading, round forward a little bit.
Everything to see, from Bangkok to Calgary, and the soles of your shoes, they're all worn down. The time for sleep is now, but it's nothing to cry.
Okay, you can start to walk your hands towards the left. And we're going to open up the side body. Okay, you can take your right hand to your hip and just imagine taking your right side body and extending it towards your ceiling. Okay, if you want to take it that little bit further, you can reach that arm up and over. But to get that stretch here, you don't even need this arm here. Right here.
There's no one to guide you when you're
Walk your hands back through center, off towards the right. Same thing here, okay? Open the side body. Start with your hand on your hip. Feel that side body lengthen. And if you'd like, take that extra extension. Again, come back through center. Couple more big breaths here. Okay, slowly pull yourself up. I want you to come to a comfortable seat, however that looks for you. You take a big inhale here to reach up. As you exhale, you're going to draw the right arm across your body. And if your shoulder's really riding up, I want you to see if you can drop it. Taking this same arm, you're going to reach it up, bend at the elbow, reach that hand down your back. Okay, some of you are going to want to stay here. There might be a couple of you who might want to take that left hand and see if you can reach for the vine behind you. Okay, again, whatever suits you best today. As you release, you're going to sweep that right arm under the left, bend the elbows, bring the backs of the hands together, or the palms coming into your eagle arms. Okay, we're going to lift the elbows shoulder height, drop the shoulders away from the ears, and pull the forearms away from your face. And take an inhale, reach the fingertips up. And then as you exhale, drop the elbows towards your chest. From here, as you keep the elbows stacked, release the bind and just wrap yourself up here, okay? Inch the fingertips towards each other behind the back, and then drop the shoulders. Drop the shoulders, drop the elbows. Feel that compression on your chest. I love this one because I think even if you're not a hugger, I just think we could all use more hugs, especially right now. So reap these benefits of a self-hug and use your fingertips to give yourself a little massage along the shoulder blades or wherever you can reach. Ready? We're gonna release. Take the hands out behind you. You might just place the fingertips on the mat and lift the chest. If it's available to you, you might interlace the fingers and reach the knuckles out behind you. Okay, now if you are sitting cross-legged like me and it feels okay on your body, we're just gonna switch that cross. If you're seated differently, feel free to just stay as you are, but we're going to draw the left arm across the body this time.
Everything on our own. We don't need anything or anyone. If I lay here,
and as you release, take that arm, reach it up, bend at the elbow, hand reaches down your back.
would you lie
Again, feel free to stay as you are, or take that right hand and see if you can inch the fingertips towards each other and find that bind behind you.
I don't quite know how to say how I feel. Those three words are said too much and not enough. And if I lay here, if I just
As you
lay
release,
here,
cartwheel that left arm under the right, come into your eagle bind.
just forget
So again, maybe the backs of your hands, maybe your palms. Lift the elbows, drop the shoulders, pull the forearms away.
before we get too old. Show me a garden that's bursting into light.
Okay, on your inhale, reach the fingertips up. And on your exhale, drop the elbows.
Chasing
And then
cars
wrap, keep the elbows stacked, wrap yourself up.
around
Push
our
the fingertips towards each other. Drop the elbows.
And if I lay here,
Just soak a few moments up with yourself
if
here.
I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the world? Forget what we're told before we get too old. Show me a garden that's bursting into
Okay, again, as you
life.
release, option to take the fingertips to the mat and just lift the chest. If it's available to you, you might interlace the fingers here and reach the knuckles out behind you. Big heart opener.
is here in your perfect eyes. They're all that I can see. I don't know
As you
where.
release, I want you to make your way onto your knees. We're going to come into a child's pose.
Just know that
Put
these
your arms out in
days will
front of you and just sink into
change
it
for
here.
us at all. And if I lay here, if I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the world?
And start to walk the hands towards the left. Okay, and as you do so, imagine rooting the right hip as it might want to start to lift as you walk to the left. Keep it rooted. And then walk the hands towards the right. Again, this time, sink into that left hip a little extra. Walk the hands back through center and then walk them in towards your knees. You're going to take one more little shoulder stretch here. You're going to reach the right arm beneath you. Okay, and if your hips can be sunk, feel free. If you want to lift up and be here, same stretch, okay, whichever version suits you better. I want you to imagine opening your torso towards the left though. Allow the head to rest. Press into the mat, unthread the right arm, and this time we'll do the left. Okay, so again, your hips can be here, or lift them up, thread the left arm beneath you, and drop that shoulder. Unthread your arm, come through center, pull yourself forward, come onto your belly, and then roll yourself right onto your back. I want you to give your knees one more big squeeze. If there is any other stretch here on your back that might feel good for you right now, please feel free. Use the next minute or so to finish up your practice. Any last stretch or movement that you might need before we come back to our final stillness. So again, take your time. Finish up any movements that you need, and then when you find yourself ready, you can come back to your mat the same way that you started. Okay. where we'll find that that precious conscious stillness, where we just get to be, where we finally, in the middle of our day, we just get to allow ourselves to be. Sometimes that sounds lovelier than the actual experience is, and that's okay. It's all just a practice. But when you find yourself ready, make your way onto your back. Place your body mindfully onto your mat. Take a couple big breaths. Close your eyes and just settle into your stillness. Out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field. There is there. You start to deepen your inhales and deepen your exhales. Start to bring a little bit of life back to your body. If it feels good to stretch, maybe stretch it out a little. If it feels better to maybe draw the knees into your belly, please feel free. When you find yourself ready, you can roll onto one of your sides and just take a couple moments there. Okay, then ease your way back up to a comfortable seat. And as you arrive there, I want you to imagine sitting up nice and tall. Take in another couple Big inhales. Get that life, get that energy flowing back within you. We still have the rest of our day to continue. Take a couple big breaths. We're going to take a big reach here. Take the arms up. Draw the right wrist towards the left. Big stretch. And then switch it. And then as you come through center, draw the palms together and pull them through heart center, closing your eyes. Take a few moments to settle back into your intention or moments of gratitude. Okay, for those that have joined me, if you would like to, please feel free to unmute and turn your camera on so we can see each other. If not, that's totally okay. But I'm really grateful to you guys for joining me today and being here for this pause in the middle of our Monday. So have a wonderful rest of your day, and thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.